for where we're standing. Cause girl, you're and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practiced honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now a 2nd and 2. From the 50, it's Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Geno now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 53 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Throwing here, Rush. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw, Rush. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rush. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Out of the shotgun. Rush. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Leonard Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now is Geno. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the 1st half. Again, Smith. It's caught. Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Out of the gun, Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Now Geno. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Smith throwing again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now Rush.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
To throw is Rush. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try the bootleg with Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Seahawks offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but it's fair to say this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this first half. That's already 7 catches for him now, and we've yet to hit halftime.
Now Smith. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing...
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good.
And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rush. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Rush to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
First and goal, Seattle.
Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Smith. Under pressure, they got him again.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Brought down back at the 32.
Rush. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Operating from the gun. Rush. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Smith. And this will be caught by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Geno now to throw.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Throwing here, Rush.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Back to throw, Rush.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 17, Rush.
Fires a slant, completes. It's Holbert. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Rush working from the gun.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They go play action with Rush. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. Rush. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down, Seahawks.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A shotgun snap for Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Throwing again is Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Rush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. To the air again, Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. To throw is Rush.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. And 2nd down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Geno. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rush. It's caught. Tolbert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rush to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Rush over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Seahawks take back over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Now run by Charbonnet.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Out of the gun, Smith.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Smith.
They'll get that to Charbonnet. He's got room to roam.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Geno now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And out now come the Cowboys.
At their own 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they had been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cowboys on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They're going for it. Rush. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Here's Charbonnet. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Smith. Being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Fant on the short completion. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Throwing here, Rush.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Rush. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets it down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Rush.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Rush working from the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Back to throw, Rush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing is Smith. And this will be caught by Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He'll look to set up his blockers. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the shotgun, Rush. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll try the bootleg with Rush. Steps away to his left. To throw is Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The visitors' offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. On the carry, Charbonnet. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back to throw. Rush. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rush. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
For the Seahawks in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, Geno Smith. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 36, Rush. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
They made that way be too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Rush. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rush to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Pushing his way through. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game. Now it's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Geno now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Geno. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Back to throw, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. And the
Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
And Geisman complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
To throw is Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good for Cowboys. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 26.
Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Rush. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 69 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run now with Charbonnet.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Seattle.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing is Smith.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd and 6.
Here's Smith. Dancing to his left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now Rush. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Rush.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rush to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And it's taken in at the 9. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rolling to his right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Smith. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing on 2nd down. Rush. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for our Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go play action with Rush. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Got a man. It's Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal from 28 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
57 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Rush. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rush working from the gun.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense and Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
We've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now Geno rolling to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. He's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance.
He'll find Metcalf. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
More of the same right there. He's up to 15 catches now this ball game alone. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4.
Back to throw, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing here, Rush. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. 3rd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, Rush. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Zach Charbonnet and his teammates back to the field for another drive.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
Play action. It's Smith.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion. Steps away.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. Now the pressure gets to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rush. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Rush. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Now it's Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
Smith.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith throwing again. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Smith. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've seen this before. He's made 6 already, and now he'll try to become just one of a handful of men to make 7 in a game. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Rush to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. That's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Rush working from the gun.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Smith going to throw it.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
87 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.